Hello, guys. Welcome to Mr. Smart Add Math lesson, Form 1 Add Math lesson. And let's see what we have here. So, we're going to break that lesson into 4 levels of difficulty. We're going to go with level 1 difficulty, level 2 depth, level 3, and then we'll see whether we have a level 4 depth. So I'll just put Mr. Smart on the side here. Yeah, so let's let him join us. Mr. Smart can see us. Yes. So yeah. So hello, Mr. Smart. Now the 4 levels of difficulty is what we're going to consider. Hopefully we'll be able to break it down so that we can be able to work with this. So level 1 level of difficulty, it says we're going to identify surd types. So classify the following as a pure surd, a mixed surd, or a compound surd. So I'm going to give you the examples. So here, square root of 7 is the first one. Next one is 5 square root of 3. The next one is square root of 3 plus square root of 10. And then we have 2 plus square root of 5. And finally, let's squeeze in one last one, which is 3 square root of 2. So what we want to know is, are these pure sets? Which one is a pure set? Which one is a mixed set? Which one is a compound set? So which one is a pure set, mixed set, compound set? Which one do you think? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different options to run by. So this is level 1. Then I would be interested in knowing your answer when we come to class. So the next DOK level 2 is simplify the following. So I want us to simplify the following. So what are we simplifying? So we want us to simplify the root of 12, square root of 12. And then we'll simplify the square root of 27. And then we're looking at square root of 50. And then we'll look at square root of 72. This is level 2, level of difficulty. And the instruction is for you to simplify. Instruction is to simplify. So that's level 2, level of difficulty. And let's go with level 3, level of difficulty. When it comes to level 3, level of difficulty, you just saw level 1, level of difficulty. Yeah. And then it said you should simplify. Okay. So I think these levels of difficulties are the initial levels of difficulty. But in combining them, let's go to level 3, level of difficulty. So we have simplify this here, square root of 12 plus square root of 27. This is one of our answers. So now I want you to rationalize 1 over square root of 5. This is the next. And then want to calculate 2 root 3 times 3 root of 2. So we are putting this into sort of level 3 difficulty. But we're going to add another context to the level 3 difficulty level. What we can also do simply is just add this level of difficulty. So we have level 2 has 2 levels of difficulty, this one and this one. So let's give level 3 something more heavier. So level 1, obvious, what we are supposed to do, pure, mixed, and compound. And then we have level 2, level of difficulty is in 2 stages. We have to simplify, and then we also have to calculate the values for this. So level 3, level of difficulty is, let's put in some more weight. So imagine a coastal fishing community is building a square storage facility, and the area is 50 square meters. So as a fishing community, and they are building, so this is a fishing community, and they are building a square storage facility. So the area is 50 meters squared. 50 meters squared. That's the area. Now I want to express the side length as a third in the simplest form. So now that we know that the fishing community, let's write this here. So they want to build a storage facility. Yes, they want to build a storage facility. This is the storage facility. They want it to be 50 meters squared, 50 squares inside this small space here. So for 50 squares to be inside here, what should be the side? Yes, what should be the side? The side will not be a whole number. It will follow the third. So express the side of the square as a third in simplest form, and explain why the side length cannot be expressed as a whole, why this will not be a whole number. We want to discuss that. Now, I want to also calculate the perimeter of the storage facility. Once we've found the side, we want to calculate the perimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4. So adding up all the 4 measurements around here. Also want to justify why understanding sets is important for construction in coastal communities. When you understand sets, it's important for construction work. Extremely important. So this is level 3, level of difficulty. Let's come to the final guy, level 4, level of difficulty. So for level 4 level of difficulty, guess what? We have a coastal story. So a coastal community is planning to build new market facility. Here too, they are building market facility. Now, as they build this market facility, what is there for us to know? The architect has designed a square main hall with the area. So he has a main hall. The main hall part of the facility is 200 meters squared, 200 square meters, and a rectangular storage area with dimensions. So the square has this inside it, the hall has this, but the storage area is not a square. The storage area is a rectangle. So let's put these two squares to form a rectangle. So they're saying that the hall has 200 meters squared inside, and then you have the storage area has square root of 32, and then on the side like this, and on the longer side of the rectangle, it has square root of 50 meters. So square root of 50 meters, square root of 32. And your task is to simplify all said measurements. The side length of hall of the square hole, simplify the side length of the square hole. And then also the storage area. So once the side length of this square hole, we need to simplify it. Now also simplify the storage area. This storage area, we have to simplify the length of the length and breadth of the storage area. Now what else? We want to calculate the perimeter of the hall. Now the perimeter of the hall area, we're also interested in that. And then we also want to calculate the perimeter of this rectangular area. Apart from that, we want to analyze the measurement. Which dimension is larger? Which of the dimensions is larger? Do you think this is larger than this, or do you think this is larger than that? It's not to scale. This rectangle is not to scale. They are not to scale, so I can't really know unless we do calculations. Then what next? Now I want to know which is larger. Which dimension is larger, right? Which dimension is larger? So let's also do it for the side. Is square root of 50 or 32? Which dimension is also the larger one? Square root of 50 and square root of 32. Which one is the larger one? Now let's show working. And what is the total perimeter of both buildings? The total perimeter of both buildings. So perimeter of this, in addition to the perimeter of that, what will be the total perimeter? That is the question. Also, we want to rationalize, in addition to this question, we want to rationalize a few. So we want to rationalize 100 over square root of 50. We want to rationalize that, and then we want to also work with 50 over 3 minus root 5. These are also part of the level 4 questions that we want to look at. So if the building materials cost, the building materials for the hall and the things costs 500 per meter, 500 per meter. Calculate the cost of the square hall's perimeter. Yes, building material costs 500 per meter. Calculate the cost of the square hall's perimeter. Compare this to the rectangular storage cost. And which building is more expensive to construct and why? Why? Now, finally, I want you to reflect on how did you approach this problem? What challenges did you face with the said whole situation? And how could said help other coastal communities in construction planning? Right? So, extended deliverables are simplified said measurements, perimeter calculations, comparison and analysis. We did rationalizations, and then cost calculations and recommendations. And then we have reflections. So that is the whole course from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So go through it and let me see your answers back in class, and let's discuss this.